Shalom. To start this lesson, I want to begin by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to the sincere Akim pushing his truth in all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, the Jali. To you I say Shalom. I'm the brother of Warburn Lawyer from the GMS Miami, the Heralds of Yahweh Shai Camp. And I come back with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is going to be, Lord willing, Love is fading away. Alright, love is fading away. And, as I was laying down, waking up, this title basically came to my mind. So, my eyes were still closed. I was about to wake up, probably. I wasn't in a deep sleep, but the title came to my mind, and my mind automatically like, hey, let me write this down before I forget it. All right, I believe I wasn't in a deep sleep, but if I didn't write it down and I just ignored the thought and was, how Jake be sometimes, and I'll just write it down later. If I was in that spirit and I fell asleep, I probably would have forgot it. So, the water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, that I wrote it down. The water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So, once again, the title is Love is Fading Away. And that's true, man. The love that used to be in the earth a couple years ago is no longer here. It's no longer here. All right? It's 2023, and love is literally on a thread. Love is literally on a the love that people have for each other is literally, like a thread length, I should say. People used to have love for each other. People used to be willing to help each other, be there for each other, and etc. But now it's just straight hate with everybody. Okay? It's straight hate with everybody. All right? It's straight hate with our people. Jake Ben hated each other, but the hate has increased. All right, the people, loved ones that even the prophets, the men of the Lord, the believers, loved ones that we have that once loved us. Hey, you may see them start to move funny. Okay. And you see people out here in the world, the love that they have for their family, they used to have for their family, it's gone. You see people in the world. You see people in the world. They moving funny with their families, and etc. All right. Not too long ago, probably like 2 or 3 years ago, Apostle Sahar did a video about a father and a son, having a shootout with each other. All right. Yesterday I was on TikTok, and I shared this with brothers. It was funny to me, but. This is another example of love fading away. All right? And the love of many waxing cold, as the scriptures say. I was on TikTok, and a daughter of a woman. The daughter was recording, like, I guess she had like a speaker in her room, a little speaker, a little camera, whatever, a camera with a speaker, I don't really know. But her mom was speaking to her. The daughter said, "Mom, just go to work, leave me alone." And her mom was like, I wish you could have. I think she said, "Oh, go kill yourself. I wish you died in that accident. I wish you died in that accident." Damn, to your old child. Hey, the love of many is waxing cold, and love is fading away. Okay, love is damn near almost gone. The only love that's really left in the world is small. You have people in the world that may love each other to a certain extent, or that may still have that love for each other. Okay, hey, is a very small amount of those people. And then you also have the men of the Lord and the believers that have love for each other, because Yahweh Shai said, "What? A new commandment that I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you." Okay? So, hey, love is very small, and there's only a small amount in the earth. All right? It's only a small amount. Okay? It's only a small amount. And we're going to get into the scriptures. Enough of talking. We won't get into the scriptures. We're going to start with Matthew 24. You know, hit a couple scriptures and close out. Lord willing, this lesson be edifying to the hopeful elect. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure, Slakia, verse 12. Verse 12. Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Alright, the love of many is waxing cold. Okay, once again, these people do not have love for each other. It's just a bunch of hate out here. And this hatred is only going to intensify, man. This hatred is only going to intensify. Another thing too that just came to my mind. Forgive me, brothers. You know, mucus and shit. Another thing that just came to my mind was a woman. The elder brother Shamar in the GMS Miami camp, in my camp, he put a link up a couple months ago of a woman hiring a hitman to take out her 3-year-old son, man. That's cold. That's cold, man. And you're gonna hear more stuff like that as we get closer and closer to the end. You're gonna hear worse things than that as we get closer and closer to the end. Okay? When shit hit the fan, you're gonna see people do bad things. You're gonna hear of bad things. Okay? Hey, love has to fade away. This is a part of prophecy. Alright? The love of many has to wax cold. This is prophecy. This has to be fulfilled. This has to happen in the planet Earth. It has to happen in the planet Earth, and it has to intensify as well. Yahweh Shai spoke about it, like we just read. What you gonna read again? Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right. Hey. And that's what's taking place, man. The love of many is waxing cold, man. I want to do something right quick. Bear with me a second, brothers. Because it says, because iniquity shall abound, right? Let's read it in NLT. Sin will be rampage everywhere, and the love of many will wax cold. So due to the fact that sin is going to be rampage everywhere, the love of many is going to wax cold. And hey, sin is rampage now everywhere. Everywhere greatly. And it's only going to intensify. So if that intensifies, that means the love of many is going to do what? Intensify. Alright? The love of many waxing cold is going to intensify, I should say. Forgive me. Okay? You go into that word abound, you looked it up in the Google. It means be plentiful, be abundant, be numerous. I should numerous, superabound, flourish. So, and because iniquity shall abound, shall flourish, the love of many shall wax cold. So, because iniquity is flourishing in the earth, and another thing too is going to flourish even more. And as it flourishes even more, the love of many waxing cold is going to flourish even more as well. And the love of many is taking place now and is going to flourish more and more. Okay? Because iniquity, because of sin is going to grow more and more. It's already huge now, but it's going to grow more and more as well. This is not the beginning or the end of it growing. Okay? One more time, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Alright? And you see that out here. You see that in the earth. Alright? Let's grab Matthew 10. This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34, I believe. Yes. Matthew chapter 10 verse 34. Think not that I come to send send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. He that loveth his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Okay? Which really the point is, verse 34, 35, 36, that's really the point. Okay? Yahushua said, think not that I come to send peace on earth. So Yahushua, there's no peace here, alright? There's no peace here, okay? Yahushua didn't come, how can I say it, man? There's no peace here, man, okay? There's no peace here, okay? Yahushua did not send peace out, okay? But he sent a sword, alright? There's a sword in the earth, man, okay? Meaning division. What does a sword do? It divides, man, alright? So there's division in the earth. People aren't on the same accord. All right, people don't have love for each other. Okay, there's a lot of there's both sides. There's enemies. There's both sides. Both sides. There's enemies. Nobody's together. There's a division. Everybody's separate. But this is prophecy. This has to take place, okay? This has to take place, okay? This is what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai wants. 34, for I came to set a man at variance against his father. So Yahushai, look, this is what Yahushai is for. This is prophecy once again. For I come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be they of his own household. Your own enemy is gonna be those of your own household. Okay, the father, daughter's gonna be a daughter's gonna be against her mother. All right, a father gonna be against his son. The daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. All right, let's look up that word variance too in Matthew chapter 10. Let's see what it says. This is the word variance. It says in the blue letter, to cut into two parts, cleave asunder, sever. Okay, to cut into two parts, man. Division. I came not to send peace, but a sword. A sword is in the earth right now. Okay? A sword is in the earth right now. It says, for I come to set a man at variance against his father. A father and a son against each other. A mother and a daughter against each other. Daughter-in-law, mother-in-law, father-in-law, son-in-law against each other. And this is what's taking place in the earth. You can look it up. You can look it up, man. I'm not making this up. None of the brothers that speak about these topics, when we go out on the highways and byways and when we do our lessons, we're not making these things up. These things are faithful and true. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 1. Behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which we're doing, okay? Which Yahushua did when he was on the scene as well. Which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So the words that we read in the Bible, they're faithful and true. The prophecies are faithful and true. They will come to pass. The love of many waxing cold, that's coming to pass. That's a prophecy coming to pass. That's a prophecy that's walking the earth. Okay? These words that we read in the scriptures are faithful and true. Alright? These people are against each other, Hey, it says also in Matthew chapter 10, a man's foe shall be of his own household. Hey, you're gonna have um your wife may turn against you. Your children may turn against you. Your mother and your father may turn against you. Your cousin may turn against you. Okay? For us men of the Lord, for us daughters of the Lord, we may go through these different things. Which we are. Certain men will go through it, because you gonna have certain family members calling the feds on brothers, trying to turn brothers in, trying to set up brothers, and etc. Okay, trying to trap up brothers. That's what's coming, but the Lord's gonna be on our side. But that's why we gotta stay in the scriptures and read the scriptures and understand what's written in the scriptures, the prophecies, which have to come to pass. Which are faithful and true, like we just read in 2 Ezra 15. Okay? Let's get the book of Ecclesiastes. We're not in a time of peace, man. We're in a time of hate. And that hate is only going to intensify. We are not in a time of peace. We are not in a time of love. We are in a time of hate. This is Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. Forgive me. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under the heaven. So there's a time and season for everything. All right. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. And hey, there's killing going on out here. All right, there's killing going on out here. Why? Why is there killing going on out here, and a lot of killing going out at that? It's because what? The love of many is waxing cold. People hate each other. Why do people hate each other? Because people are broke. People are depressed. People are praying to Jesus Christ for help, and things are getting worse. So people are depressed. People's loves are fading away. People are leaving the Christian church. People are saying FJC. People are saying F this person. Why is that? Because they're going through hell. And hey, they don't have no peace. They don't have no comfort. So what? They're running to drugs. They're running to violence. They're running to killing. They're running to hate. But hey, ultimately is prophecy. Verse 4: a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. A lot of people are weeping. Their loved ones are dying. Okay, and a lot of people are laughing because they're putting somebody's loved one to death. They laugh about it in songs, man. These rappers. Okay. Verse 5: a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. And I want to go back to verse 4. It says a time to dance. That's another thing Jake out here doing. Especially niggas in New York, man. All right, they got this dance called the naughty bop, where Jake just be stabbing themselves as they dance, cause this kid, which he was a nigga, he was beating up one of his oppositions with a broom, and his opposition stabbed him. And the nigga that was beating his opposition with a broom, that nigga was 14. 14. You 14. You just became a man, and you just became a man. You fresh into becoming a man. You learning how to become a man, really, as well. I should say. he got his ass stabbed. And in New York, they got a dance called the naughty bop, where they're stabbing themselves while dancing. Man, we're living in some cruel times, and this and the cruelness is only going to intensify. Verse 5 again, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to refrain, a time to rend, forgive me, and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Right, and right now we're in a time of hate. We're not in a time of love. Love is gone. There's only a small amount of love out here. We're in a time of hate. Everybody hates each other. Everybody hates each other. All right? We're in a time of hate. We're in a time of war and not peace. That's why it's best for you to listen to the prophets, because, hey, that time, like we read in verse 7, a time to keep silence. That time to keep silence is going to come. The Lord going to shut his prophets' mouths. But right now, we in a time to speak, and we speaking to our people. Like we read in 2 Ezra 15. Once again, speak unto my people the words of prophecy. We're speaking unto our people. But that time will come when the Lord is going to shut our mouths closed. And, hey, judgment is just going to run wild. And you're not going to be able to find a minute of the Lord. You're not going to be able to find a minute of the Lord, find mercy like that. Because, hey, the gates of mercy going to be closed. The Lord going to have mercy upon who He's going to have mercy upon in those days. Cool, but it ain't going to be everybody. Because you had time to get right. The scriptures say, seek the Most High while He may be found. The scriptures say, remember that Creator in the days of thy youth. Okay? Get right with the Lord, man. Get right with the Lord so the Lord can protect you in those times. That's another thing. These people already hate each other. How much more they hate us, man? The scriptures say, am I becoming your enemy because I tell you the truth? Throughout the years, brothers have been threatened, brothers have gotten things thrown at them, and etc. At the end of the day, the Lord going to be with His men, so it's best for you to turn back to the Lord, so the Lord can protect you and keep you in the times to come, so you don't need to end up getting put to death or suffering by one of these niggas that have no love in their heart, man. Okay? So with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to end up by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone and salutation to the sincere Akim pushing His truth and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth diligently. To you I say Shalom.